London, the city that never sleeps and never thinks twice about charging you £4 for a coffee. That's what they say, right? Everyone I know reckons you need deep pockets to make it here. But as my train pulled into King's Cross, I wasn't sure if my purse could keep up. Still, I'd made up my mind. I'd survive London on just £20 a day, not a penny more. It wasn't just about pinching pennies. I wanted to test myself, see the city through new eyes. Could I make magic out of a shoestring? Or would I crumble, hungry and broke, in the shadow of the Shard? I'll be honest, I was scared. £20 disappears fast in this town. But something in me, maybe stubbornness, maybe hope, said I could hack it. This was more than a budget challenge. This was about standing my ground in a city that dares you to spend. So, with a battered Oyster card and my phone full of notes, I set out. London was waiting, and my £20 felt both precious and painfully small in my pocket. Let's not sugarcoat it. London is famous for draining wallets. You see it everywhere. The gleaming shops on Oxford Street, those posh cafes in Notting Hill, even the corner Pret charges more than my local chippy back home. Everyone warns you, London eats money. Walking down Regent Street, I clocked the price tags in shop windows. Madness. £80 for a plain tea? No thanks. Even a simple lunch in Covent Garden could easily swallow half my day's budget. It's no wonder people say you can't live here unless you're minted. That reputation made me nervous, but also a bit defiant. I wanted to prove them wrong, to show myself that London's magic isn't measured in cash. I kept repeating it. Experiences, not expenses. Still, I couldn't ignore the pressure. Every tap of my card felt risky. Every menu made me sweat. But I promised myself, no slip-ups, no debt, and no skipping meals. London would have to meet me on my terms. I set the boundaries sharp and clear. Each morning, I drew £20 from my battered purse. That was it. No extra coins hiding up my sleeve, no accidental splurges. If I didn't stick to it, what was the point? No taxis, no pricey events, no takeaways after midnight. I wasn't here to cheat. Every penny had to stretch. Food, travel, even the odd treat. It was strict, but I craved the honesty. I wanted to see what I was made of. The first few hours were the hardest. I kept counting, second-guessing every choice. I stopped myself from nipping into Starbucks. I avoided the temptation of a cute pastry at Borough Market. Discipline felt heavy, like a coat I wasn't used to wearing. But rules of freedom, in a weird way. They made me creative, forced me to look at the city differently. I started searching for value, not just things to buy. That was my real London adventure. Everyone loves the tube, but let's be honest, it's expensive and stuffy. I did the maths. If you stick to buses, the daily cap is only £5.25 compared to the pricier tube. And the best bit? You actually get to see London roll by, window after window. I hopped on the number 24 bus from Camden Town, riding through Trafalgar Square and down to Westminster. The city unfolded outside. I saw the London Eye, Parliament, and crowds on the South Bank, all from my seat for the price of a coffee. It wasn't just about saving cash. The bus slowed me down. I noticed things I'd never clocked before. Street art in Shoreditch, the bustle of Brixton, the quiet green of Primrose Hill. No need to squish underground or lose signal. By the end of the week, I was a bus pro. I used contactless for the cap, planned my routes, and got lost just enough to find new corners of the city. It felt like hacking London's system, and winning. Food can bleed you dry in this city. Sit down, and before you know it, you've spent 15 quid. But here's my savior. The classic supermarket meal deal. Tesco, Sainsbury's, Boots. Each one a beacon when hunger hit and funds were low. For £3.50, I'd grab a sandwich, crisps, and a drink. Sorted. It wasn't glamorous, but it was filling. And the variety. One day I'd try a falafel wrap. The next, a chicken Caesar, always swapping up the snacks. Sometimes I'd squirrel away the crisps for later, stretching my meals even further. It taught me to be smart. I'd eat in small parks, Green Park, Hyde Park, even the little benches by St. Paul's. Watching business folk rush past with their posh lunches, I felt oddly proud of my frugal feast. For dinner, I'd hit Chinatown and grab a bao bun at Bun House, or a samosa from a street vendor near Brick Lane. London's street food is a gift if you know where to look and keep your eyes and nose open. Money pressures forced me to slow my roll. Turns out, that's when London started whispering its secrets. Without the rush to do it all, I noticed the soft things, the way light turns golden over the Thames, laughter echoing in Soho Square, the hush inside St. Martin in the Fields. With no cash for distractions, I let myself wander. I spent hours people-watching in Hampstead Heath, chatted with artists selling prints at Columbia Road Flower Market, and even joined a free walking tour starting at Tower Hill. I connected with strangers, with the city, with myself. Sometimes I'd swap stories with students at the British Library Cafe, drinking the cheapest tea, of course. Or linger on the Millennium Bridge, watching the world drift by. The city felt kinder, more open, when I wasn't rushing to the next big spend. I realized connection isn't bought. It's built in small moments. Shared benches, swapped smiles, quiet sunsets after a long, cheap day. There's a goldmine of free wonders here, if you know where to look. My first stop, the Tate Modern. Art for everyone, no ticket needed. I wandered between installations, losing myself in the color and chaos. Next was the Natural History Museum in South Kensington. Dinosaurs, gemstones, and wide-eyed kids everywhere. I strolled the South Bank, watched buskers by the Thames, and ducked into the National Gallery for a breather from the drizzle. The Victoria and Albert Museum became my rainy day haven, a palace of creativity and design. Green spaces saved me too. I picnicked in Regent's Park, explored the wild meadows of Hampstead Heath, and fed ducks in St. James's Park. Borough Market was a feast for the senses, even if I just browsed and sniffed instead of buying. Free events popped up everywhere. A poetry reading at South Bank Centre, a jazz trio in Covent Garden. Each day felt rich, even if my wallet was light. As dusk settled over the city, my wallet felt thin. Sometimes I'd count out coins under the glow of a street lamp. £2.67 left. What could I do? The hunger pangs were real, and so was the ache of missing out when mates splashed out on pints at the pub. But I kept going. I'd find a cheap veggie curry at Roti King near Euston, stretch it out with rice, and eat slowly, savouring each bite. Or I'd sit in Leicester Square, people watching, feeling both invisible and invincible. Some nights were lonely, voices echoing off the Thames, the city's bright lights a bit too sharp. But I learned to sit with it, to find joy in a free view from Parliament Hill, or a late-night stroll along the river. Those last pounds taught me resilience. I realized I didn't need more. I just needed to notice what I already had. By the end, something clicked. Living on £20 a day, stripped away the noise, and left only what mattered. I didn't feel poor. I felt present. Each small victory, a warm meal, a beautiful sunset, a new friend, felt like gold. London threw everything at me, but I held my ground. I found the city's real riches aren't in the shops or fancy restaurants. They're in the art, the parks, the people, and the moments you share, if you're paying attention. You don't need loads of money to feel alive here. You just need courage, curiosity, and a little creativity. London is tough, but she's generous to those willing to look past the price tags. Could you do it? Could you find adventure on £20 a day? I dare you to try. The real London is waiting for all of us, no matter our